Hey YouTube, my name is Marida and welcome to another edition of the Nurse Lounge. In this edition, we're going to continue my series on my narcissistic marriage, my road to recovery. And today we're going to actually talk about what NPD is. I talk a lot about the fact that I feel like he has NPD or narcissistic personality disorder, but I never have given a definition of it or what the traits are, so you will know why I feel like he meets the criteria. So if you want to know more about what NPD is, the definition, the traits, stay tuned. You're back. My name is Dr. Marida P. I am a registered nurse. However, in this video, we are not talking about nursing. We're talking about me and my narcissistic marriage and my road to recovery. And today specifically, we're talking about NPD and what it is and basically what I'm dealing with, or what I'm wanting to go ahead and say what this is, because of the fact that I find that people throw the word around narcissist around loosely as if it's just a character flaw. It's beyond that. It is so beyond a character flaw. And they're often asking, well, why doesn't he or she, in my case he, why doesn't he just go do X, Y, and Z? I'm like, because he's a narcissist, and narcissists don't think like that. Narcissists don't act like that. So I feel like people downplay the issues that I've been through because of the fact that, you know, they really don't know what the term is, or don't know what we endure when we endure someone who is dealing with this disease process, okay, or mental state. I wouldn't say disease, it's not a disease, this mental state. So this is the, I'm on a website, I'm on Medscape right now, medscape.com, and it says, according to the AMA, which is the American Psychiatric Association, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Health Disorders, which is the 5th edition, DSM-5. Okay, so DSM is basically a book that basically talks about mental disorders and what the signs and symptoms, traits, if you will, are. And this is what people who are in the mental health world use to help diagnose. Again, as a disclaimer, I am not none of those things. Okay, I'm not a therapist. I'm not anything, okay? I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist. I'm not anyone who can diagnose this disorder at all. I'm just saying, as someone who's been married to one or is married to one, I'm telling you, my husband fits every single trait on here. To be diagnosed, though, you have to, of course, be licensed to diagnose someone, which I am not. I'm a registered nurse. I'm only licensed to be a registered nurse, okay? But I'm going to go through, to be diagnosed, you have to have 5 of the 9 criteria. So there's a total of 9 criteria that definitely say you have this personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, okay? But you have to have 5 of the 9 for you to be diagnosed with it, okay? I can't diagnose him, but I'm telling you he has at least 5 of these. So therefore, he meets the criteria. All right, so the first one is a grandiose sense of self-importance. This narc that I'm talking about feels like he is the world, he is it. There is nothing above him. That's what they feel. They feel like, okay, they are selfish people. They don't do anything to please or to help you. Everything they do is to basically help themselves. Now, they use you in the process, and they have ways of love bombing and grooming you and mirroring you to make you feel like you're important. But that's just the setup. That's the setup. It's really about them. A grandiose sense of self-importance is a cardinal trait to this person, okay? They are so important to the world. They are so important. Number 2, a preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. Now, I guess he doesn't meet all criteria because he was not like this. He was not preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or love. But I do know someone who does have that, though. I do know someone else who definitely does do that. They think that they will, I'm worth this much money and I'm this, that, and the other, as if somebody cares about your money when you got mental problems. Okay? Go on somewhere with that. So my husband, no, he does not have, so I guess he does not have all 9 traits like I thought he did, because I done told y'all in other videos, he got all 9 traits. No, he does not have all 9 traits, but he does have 5 of the 9. Number 3 is a belief that he or she is special and unique and can only be understood by or should associate with other special high status people or institutions. I would not say my husband was like that. He does feel that he was special and unique, but he was not one that felt like he needed to be around high status people or situations, institutions. He was a low functioning narcissist. So basically, he's one of your bottom of the barrel kind of people. He didn't really want to affiliate himself with high end or high status people because that would require him to up his ante, and he liked to be the scum of the earth. So no, that wasn't him either. So we're already down that by 2 that he did not do. A need for excessive admiration. Yes, yes, yes. He needed to be admired for things that we're supposed to do. So for instance, prime example. Oh, well, I'm the one who fixed the kids' dinner. I'm the one who, I'm the one who did this. Okay, well, since when do we get trophies and stuff like that for doing something we're supposed to do as parents? Like, it's just like saying he would say he went to work. Okay, so when did I get a trophy for going to work? That's what you get a check for. That's your trophy, okay? You get it paid to go to work. So he was someone who had to be admired. He was someone who wanted the accolades, the trophies, the certificates. He wanted a certificate to say that he went to work today. He was that kind of person. So yes, that's 2 of them for sure that he meets, okay? Another one was, so we're on number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 is a sense of entitlement. Yes, yes, yes. So that's 3 he's meeting, right? We only need 5 to meet the criteria. A sense of entitlement. Yes, yes, yes. He was entitled. He's worse than this generation we got. And my husband is a Generation X, just like I am, right? But he worse than the millennials. Millennials typically have a more entitlement type of persona about them. They're not narcissists because they have a sense of entitlement. It's just the generation in general, because they have other qualities that make them not narcissists. But my husband, everything, like, you owed him everything. Everything was like, I can do whatever I want to do. You're going to hand feed me. You're going to, whatever I need you to do, you need to be doing it for me. What about me mentality? What about me? That was his thing. Victim mentality. Everything was about him being entitled. Interpersonally explosive behavior. I can't get this word out. Interpersonally exploitive behavior. Yes. Yes. And this is actually fitting some criteria of somebody else I know too, who I had wondered, was he a narcissist? This is just side note. And he's fitting a lot of these criteria. This other person I know. So we're talking about my husband, but another person I know, I'm like, okay, you know what? Be careful out there, because sometimes you meet new people and you start thinking that everybody's a narcissist. And that's kind of where I am right now, where I'm like, my radar is up right now. Red flag, red flag, red flag, where I'm thinking everybody's a narcissist now. But I think the other person I'm talking about definitely fits this, especially when it comes to interpersonally explosive behavior. My husband would have what we call adult tantrums, or what I call adult tantrums, where he would just kind of like, you would sit there and simply say like, okay, you need to get the kids off the bus. Why do I got to get the kids off the bus? Da, 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 da. Why can't you do it? I'm tired. And then, I mean, like a 3-year-old just stomping and carrying on him. I'm like, what? Where'd this come from? Like, they have explosive behavior. Like, anger issues. It just comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, no, that's not how you handle that. I mean, just blow up over nothing. I got to get him off the bus. Why can't you do X, Y, and Z? What you been doing? That's the kind of nonsense that I had to deal with. Luckily, he gone. All right. So right now for my husband, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And you only got to have 5, mind you. Number 7 is a lack of empathy. Yes, every narcissist have a lack of empathy. Empathy, as you know, is basically the ability to put yourself in someone else's place. And so when you have the ability to put yourself in someone else's place, you can kind of feel for them. It's not just about you. You're able to problem solve, and you're able to say, okay, you know what? I don't think I would feel great if I did this. You know, I understand where you're coming from. They don't have any empathy. They can't put themselves in other people's shoes. They don't feel for you at all. Because remember, it's all about them. All about them. So yes, that is what is that number 5 yet? A grandiose sense of self-importance. That's number 1 for him. A need for excessive admiration. That's 2 for him. A sense of entitlement. 3 for him. Interpersonally explosive behavior. 4 for him. And a lack of empathy. 5 for him. So I told you he met the criteria. I can't diagnose him, but he does meet the criteria. There are two more though. Number 8 of the 9 is envy of others, or a belief that others are envious of him or her. He was envious of others. Okay, that was, so he has 6 of the 9. He was envious of others. He didn't really feel that people were envious of him. I did another video on jealousy. It's going to be in this playlist, okay? I usually, when I do these videos, I put the entire playlist as part of the end screen, so you can go back and through and watch all the videos. But he was very jealous kind of person, and I had that as one of the videos, his jealousy. So definitely watch that one, or watch all of them, really. But yes, he was very envious of me, especially. Number 9, this is the last one in terms of the 9 traits to be diagnosed with NPD. Again, you have to have 5 of the 9 to be diagnosed. And so far, we are at 6 of 9. The last one is a demonstration of arrogance and haughty behaviors or attitude. Yes, yes, and yes. So he meets 7 of the 9 criteria for NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, 7 of the 9. He is always arrogant and has haughty behaviors or attitudes. He's better than, he's the devil, he's the spawn of the devil, whatever they cousin, they related, okay? He is the devil's child for sure. And they do carry themselves to be kind of arrogant. And actually the other person I was talking about, I actually think the other person that I said that I know, I think he actually meets all 9. He meets the other person I know. So I told you, I just said, you know, I'm beginning to think that other people are narcissists too, right? And I met someone, and yeah, I think that this other person, now that I look at it, because what was the red flag about this other person was, you would sit there and simply say something and he would blow up and yell and scream and carry on like you had cursed him from one end to the other. And then he will hang up on you and call you back in a few days as if nothing had ever happened. And if you watch somebody go from 1 to 1,000 and blow up on you about some nonsense, oh, they got problems. So the other person is a narcissist too. Need to get that one out of my life as well. So again, be mindful. When you've been involved with one narcissist, you begin to think that everybody's one, number 1. But then 2, it just makes you more keen as to what the behaviors happen to be. Those were the 9 traits here that I just listed for you of NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. I have met 2 people that I know of that definitely have this disorder. Again, I can't diagnose either one of them because I'm not licensed to do so, but they do meet the DSM-5 criteria for NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. And this is what I mean when I say this. So for all of you out there who have never, who think about that word as being a narcissist, like, oh, they have a character flaw. No, this is the criteria that they use to diagnose people with. And this is the criteria of the person that I'm talking about, the 2 people I'm talking about. And also, this is what I've lived with my husband for the past 17 years. So this is beyond a character flaw. This is who they are. It's a personality disorder. It's up here. This is nothing that can be fixed. There are no medications for this. And I will say, when I've looked at treatment options, when I looked at the Mayo Clinic, it talked about treatment options of like psychotherapy and things like that. That may be true. However, he or she has to want to go get therapy and actually believe there's something wrong with them. I would say 9 times out of 10, they don't believe anything is wrong with them. There's something wrong with you. Okay. So they're not going to get treatment. Or just like an alcoholic, or just like someone who abuses drugs, who does not really believe they have an issue, they will go through the motions. However, they will not really benefit from them because they don't feel like they have an issue. You cannot change someone who does not want to change on their own, even with narcissistic personality disorder or without. If it's a habit that they have that they want to change, they will change it on their own. Again, with NPD, they do not feel like there is a problem with them, okay? The problem is with you, the rest of the world. Us normal folk is the problem. They have no issue. They will not change unless they really feel like they have a problem. And again, they rarely ever feel that way. I don't want to say never, because there could be that one person that y'all found who really had NPD and they're like, they're cured now, whatever. Okay, well, that's an anomaly. That's truly an anomaly. That is not the rule. That is definitely the exception to the rule. But for the most part, most of them feel like they have no issues, no problems whatsoever. So no, this disorder cannot be treated with medications. So if someone has schizophrenia, then they see, you know, they have hallucinations and things like that, they take medications for those things. And as long as they're on the medication at the right dose that's therapeutic for them, they don't really have that much of a problem, as long as they stay on their medication regimen and their counseling regimen. When it comes to these people, there are no medications for these people. And again, therapy is only useful if they feel like they have a problem. And we have been to counseling several times, and he will tell the counselor whatever he or she wanted to know. I'm talking about my husband now. Whatever they wanted to know. Yes, they would go do whatever they said they're going to do. But once they came home, everything went back to how, he may do something for a week, but things went back to its normal way of how he does things. Again, it is not you all. It is them. So that pretty much concludes my video on NPD, what it really is, what the traits are, what criteria have to be. They have to have 5 of the 9 in order for them to be diagnosed. Again, us lay people cannot diagnose them. You have to have a license to do so. You have to be trained in mental health, which I'm not trained in any of that. But I do know as a registered nurse, and I do have a degree in psychology, which does not warrant me still to diagnose anybody. This is the criteria set forth by the DSM-5. And I can read the criteria that I just read to you. And he met 7. One of the persons I know, my husband, met 7 of the 9. And the other person I knew meet 9 of the 9. They crazy, okay? They got a problem. Stay away from people like that, okay? And I'm trying to do my best to do that myself. Stay away from these kind of people. Definitely thumbs this video up if you want to see more videos like this. I have so many more narcissistic videos coming up on this channel. I just typically do them one at a time and sprinkle them here and there. I am in my healing mode right now. I will start therapy or counseling, shall I say, in a couple of months. I'm just really focusing on right now getting myself together and moving on without him and his help. I have now a single parent, basically. He is not helping financially in any kind of way when it comes to caring for his boys. However, I'm regrouping. I had an exit strategy. We're doing okay. And, I'm starting a new job in a week. So by the time you see this video, I've already started my new job. Things are going to be fine with us. But I want to impress upon you the importance of getting out while you can. This is a form of abuse. And you got to go. You got to go. You got to go. Mentally, it's going to hurt you. Mentally, it's going to hurt you. It may even kill you if you stay, okay? And I don't mean because he's going to kill you. I mean because mentally you're going to break completely down, because this is what they do to you. They do this to you. It's a mental thing for some of them. For some of them, it is a physical, financial, sexual. They do all kinds of things to you. Get out while you can. If you ever need to talk about something like this, I do Zoom, where it's just free, just if you need to chit chat about your situation. I can't offer any advice like I just told you. I can say what I done. Anyway, hopefully you have found this video insightful. For the ones of you who are going through something similar, hopefully this is being beneficial to you so you can understand what NPD is. And even if it has nothing to do with you in your life, if you're like, what is she talking about when she keeps talking about NPD or narcissism? I just thought it was somebody who I don't like because they acting funny. They think they better than other people. That is one trait of the whole disorder. One trait. They are so much worse than just that. They have issues. And they will drag us down and basically kill us, either mentally, emotionally, financially, or literally, if we stay with these kind of people. So until the next time, you can follow me on IG if you choose. My IG will be somewhere on this screen. Also, it will be in the banner at the top, as well as in the description below. People often ask me, who do I go to for my narcissism support? What videos do I watch? And I happen to love to watch Dr. Carmen Bryant, which is Overcoming Narcissism Abuse. I happen to love watching Dr. Les Carter, which is Surviving Narcissism. I watch Hario Ovadatop, who is growing in this narcissistic journey of his in terms of his videos, his YouTube channel. I watch Sarah Speaks. I watch Pink Girl Teaches. I watch Pastor R.C. Blakes Jr., who does an excellent job of discussing narcissism from the biblical perspective, and talks about the Jezebel spirit. So definitely watch those people. I will have those also listed in the description box below if you want to see more of those people. I'm here to help you all with whatever situation you have going on, even if it's silent, meaning that even if I just link you to people who could help you understand what's going on with you and why you're like, why am I going through this? What's going on with my husband, my wife? Why is she acting like this? There's a name for that. That's what's really been going on. This whole time I thought it was just me. No, you are not alone. It's a whole world of us out here who are dealing with people that you are dealing with. So thank you so much for watching this video. It was a bit long than normal, but thank you for watching this video. And until the next time, you all take care. Bye-bye.